Hey everyone, welcome back to the Long Haul Life. And I'm back. I've been on vacation now for over 2 months. It's since I've last updated y'all. I came home, uh, did a lot of bike riding in June, and then went to Disney World with Sherry and the wife, and then another motorcycle ride to Sturgis this year. All kinds of things going on. Um, Now I'm back home, and I have got to finish my projects on the big truck out here, which are a few that I have to get done. And I'll give you a little brief overview of what I got to do. And then once I get all this done and get her cleaned up, I'll have to go up to Louisville. Or I may go to one of their off-site. I can do that this time. We do them twice a year. DOT inspections twice a year. So anyway, here's what I got going on. And let me show you. So I've got an air conditioning unit that I put in that will run off of batteries. The outside unit's up there. Hey, you can see it. And I'll show you the inside unit here in a minute. And then I have batteries that are going to operate that, but also house batteries. So the three on the left are house batteries. Two of them, this one and this one, have been in the truck on the opposite side box. Now I'm going to add this one. So these two will go on the driver's side. This one will go over here with these two batteries. And these two batteries here are for the air conditioning unit. So they're each 460 amp hours. And my calculations are they'll run if it runs at high, full capacity for like 12 to 14 hours. I think it was 14 point something hours. Then I surely would never need to run it that much. But those two on the right and that other one that's got the green label, they're going to go in here. If I can get this gimbal to work. I keep turning things the wrong way. They're going to go in this side box. So the two air conditioner batteries will go front to back, and the other one will go crossways, and they should fit. I've measured them. I haven't put them in there yet. And then you can see through over to the other side. That's an inverter on the back wall. And I'll walk around and show you that. It will be where I run all my house stuff, like microwave, coffee maker, lights in the cab. So here's the inverter. It's a Renogy 3000 watt pure sine. I've had it a little while. I took the Power Go or whatever it was called out. I'm putting this one in. It takes up less room. That's a better one. And then that's the DC charger that I've had for the house batteries. It's a 40 amp. And then I've got another one I'm going to put on that wall, 60 amp for the AC batteries. And then I'm in the process of getting things put in, and I'm not even close to having it. But so I need to crimp some eyelets on these. This one will go on. Whoops, sorry. This one will go on here. I'll get into more details. I'm gonna video all the stuff I do, I think. And then this one will go doo-doo on there. And then I'll have some other power, strictly 12 volt, like the lighting that's in. Let's see, can I get it up there? It's in the interior, and I'll walk in there and show you some of that. Right now I got the lighting working off of house current. But we got a lot to do here. Over on this side, on these other two batteries will go in here. It's kind of hard to see, but maybe you can see where two of them were lengthwise this way. So I'll have a total of three, two here, one over there. That'll go onto the inverter and power the interior, also the 12-volt supplies. And they'll get charged by that 40 amp. And that'll give me 600 amp hours, which will give me a lot. And then the other two will be for the air conditioner, and I'll show you that. Charging these babies up. They weren't too low, but got them on the charger now. It's been a few weeks since I did anything out here on the truck. Now the interior is a complete mess, so try not to look too much at it. This is an alternator I'm going to put in. It's a 240 amp hour, or 240 amp alternator. The one that's already on the truck is only 140 amp, which is I don't know if it's the original, but I've had this truck now 9 years. Yeah, over 9 years now. And I've put 700, no, probably closer to 800,000 miles on it. And it's the only alternator it's had. But it's only 140 amps. So this one's a 240. I'm going to put that on. And then I'll keep the 140 as a spare. But the 240 then will give me the juice to be able to charge up all these batteries. Now, as I said, ignore the huge mess in here. I'm going to be redoing a lot in here once I get all this power on connected up. But down there is the cargo holds. As you can see, I got a mess here. I'm charging that battery down there. That's what I've been running the AC on that I've installed over here. And it works great. So I'm charging that up because I'll probably run that as I'm trying to work in here as it warms up outside. Now, plenty of things to put in. It's a mess. There is the 60 amp that I'm going to put on that wall, back behind that wall. And then down in here is where all this stuff will go. And then on the same side, which I got covered up, you can open it up. And down in there will be where the other batteries go. So I took out that cubby storage thing that was there. And maybe I'll throw a pickup of what it looks like in here before I started tearing everything out. But these walls didn't have any insulation in them. And it's like, holy cow. They gotta have insulation. Gotta do that. And so, the back wall has, but not a whole lot. As you can see in that cubby hole there, it's a fair amount. But these walls over here didn't have any. Now, back in here, there's some insulation in there, but not a ton. It only goes, well, it goes down. So there's some in there, and I'm going to assume on the other side. And yeah, this cubby hole is going to become something else. I got some drawers, stuff I'm going to build or put in. I've got a thing on Amazon that will maybe fit. If that don't, and then I'll eventually have to build something. And then on the wall back here is the mounts for the table. And it's like dinette booths and a table. And these are the cushions for one side. But I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put a desk across the back wall, or at least maybe from here over. I've got a piece that will mount to the manufacturer's original table mount, and hopefully it will work just fine. I may have to put a support over on that side because it's pretty thick, heavy wood. And I'll show you that when I'm done. And then over here will be room for other things, like a refrigerator. So, lots to do. Got a floor to work on. I need to replace carpeting and stuff and reinforce the floor up here in the front. It's starting to sag. So I've got some 3/4 inch plywood I'm going to put down, and then we'll recarpet everything. So that's what's going on. Oh, gotta be careful I don't trip too much on stuff getting in and out of here. So yeah, let's flip you around. So that's what's going on here. It's a mess. I've got a lot to get done, and all the groundwork is done. I mean, all the calculating and figuring out, like all this. I got all my cable. I'm going with pre-made because all my homemade stuff I didn't want to. I just feel like this will be more durable and stronger, and I'm going to have so much power in these batteries back here that, you know, I just don't want any shorting out of anything or wires, cables coming loose. So we're going to go with those. They'll, as you can see here, are pretty good made quality stuff. I've got them all on Amazon, and they're Spartan is the brand, and heavy duty stuff. Different gauges for different parts, different things. So lots of different gauges and lengths. Plus I'm also going to replace the 6 gauge that came with the air conditioner to a 4 gauge, because I've read where some people were having issues with their unit struggling, and a lot of them fixed it with 4 gauge instead of 6 gauge. So I'm just going to go right off the bat, just put 4 gauge out to the unit out here on the back, because that's what the power supply goes to up there on top. There it is. So we're going to do that. Anyway, that's what's going on in my little world in the long haul life. I haven't worked since the end of May, 1st of June. I think 1st of June is when I got home, and I've had a lot of fun this summer, but now it's time to get back at it. And we still got a lot of heat, so this air conditioner is going to be nice. Won't have to idle the truck no more, save the fuel. It'll pay for itself in a short period of time. This year, we still got 2 months, maybe, depending on where I'm running, maybe longer. Or even in the winter, it depends on where I'm running. I can use that air conditioner, but I figured in a 3-month period, I would recoup all the investment, which I think I'm at $5 grand now, probably. The alternator, the air conditioning unit, those two alone were probably 12, 13, 1400. I'd have to go look it up. And then the batteries, those were, with the discount I got in tax and all, like a little over 1300 each. So that was 26 to 2700. So just those alone was over $4 grand. And then cable, inverter, DC charger. Anyway, I think I'm somewhere around $5 grand for all that. So it's a do-it-yourself, and sure hope it works. But hey, I know all the stuff will work, except, well, that works. The AC unit works. Hopefully it works a long time. But if I have to replace it, okay, you know. But I got the bulk of all the other stuff, and that stuff's pretty good stuff. So I'm not worried about that stuff. Just the AC unit. Will it work year after year for at least 3 or 4 years? That's what I'm hoping. We'll see. Anyway, just wanted to give you that update. I'll go in and post this, and then I'm going to get at it, and I'm going to try and record everything while I'm doing it from different angles, and then maybe do a how I did it anyway, how I did it video, right? Anyway, like a how-to, and throw that online. Hopefully I get around to editing and making that. We'll see. Anyway, just wanted to give you a shout out. It's been a while. I hope y'all are good, taking care, and we'll see you around out there.